Do your own research and due diligence before investing in any company. The information I provide is in no way or manner a professional suggestion to purchase shares in any publicly traded company. I am not licensed to provide financial advice, and this should be considered entertainment. These stock profiles are intended to be trading ideas, a starting point for research. Any individual who chooses to invest in any securities should do so with caution. Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk. You may lose some or all the money that is invested. Always research your own investments and consider consulting with a registered investment advisor or a licensed stockbroker before investing. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Salem in the building. And for the next hour, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's market action. Set the tone for what could be another exciting day in the markets tomorrow. I'd like to know what you traded, where you made some money at today. My longs, my shorts, my options, people. You already know what it is. 305-600-2896 is the caller line. Shout out to everybody already in the chat room. Gerardo, P Bank. Who else is in here? Trading Jedi, Three Hooks, Bruce Cole, Travi, L Yeti, Jeff Thayer. Yes, indeed. Patrick Kellico, D Payne, Jay Bino. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Let's go ahead and get the show started. And if you haven't been here before, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. Go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. But as I said just a moment ago, we're just going to wrap up today's moves on the market. And if you got some really good tickers that could pop off tomorrow, let us know. Give me a call and let everybody in the room know at 305-600-2896. With that being said, my play today was SORL, among many other things. For those of you guys who didn't notice, there's a lot of hell going on right now in Brazil. Like, Brazil is like literally falling apart. So anything connected to Brazil today just started shitting on itself. Just really started shitting on itself. Obviously, the largest company in Brazil, PBR, which is their main oil giant down there, Petrobras. Here's the morning gap down. Here was the morning gap down. Yeah, it was a real nice short until it started kind of going against me. So I just trapped in. I think it was like $130. I was late to the party in PBR, but definitely one to look at tomorrow. See if we start to recover here. A lot of things going on down there in Brazil. PBR, a couple steel companies. I think it was GGB, right? GGB. Yep, GGB. Very similar chart to, again, the Petrobras. GGB, if you guys remember, during the Rio Olympics, they were the company that was hired by the country to put it all together, basically. To put it all together, all the facilities and whatnot. And as you can see, they had an incredible summer. I mean, incredible summer. This was, really one of the best stocks this summer of 2016, this past summer of 2016, to be in, where the stock went from literally, something nobody even knew about, all the way from 150 to about $3, over 100% gains, and I think it was like a month and a half. You can look at that chart. Yes, indeed. What's going on, Astrid? I see Astrid in the building. Shout out to the people who are at AMLH, man. AMLH finally got that stop sign removed. Finally got the stop sign removed, and I was watching this one because I was like, okay, if they don't get this, then 0030 is the be all end all. 0030 is the be all end all. I was doing some research on that this weekend. But shout out to them for getting that stop sign finally removed. So now they got the yield, but the yield probably will drop off here very shortly. So we'll see whether or not this is for real now. I mean, they got no excuses moving forward now. AMLH, good luck to the future for them. I saw USRM with some insane gains today. USRM with some, insane gains today. Let me see here. Let's pull it up. Almost 17% on USRM. This is a stock that was struggling at 8, between 8 and 10 for almost, what is that? Almost 2 weeks. Nobody could figure out what the hell was going on. So a little bit of a breakout here on USRM. OTC play. We'll see if they can, keep on going. Yeah, Bitcoins. I mean, look, I tweeted that on Twitter about a missed opportunity in Bitcoins, where somebody had posted, this news company, $100 in Bitcoins in 2010 is pretty much the equivalent to about $73 million now. Absolutely insane. You got to understand something about Bitcoin. When it comes to Bitcoin, there are only 21 million Bitcoin out there, period. 21 million. That's it. So if you were smart enough to be one of the individuals out there who, decided to hoard this thing out there, your ability to see the future has got to be something out of this world. The first official Bitcoin transaction is a gentleman who gave somebody else 10,000 Bitcoin for a pizza. They just basically wanted, it was just, a example of, let's say, somebody accepting this currency, So somebody from England had 10,000 Bitcoin and they gave a guy from Florida that 10,000 Bitcoin for a pizza. That 10,000 Bitcoin today is the equivalent to what it would be required to buy half of the Dallas Cowboys. Almost like 400 or something million, something ridiculous like that. And that's putting if the Dallas Cowboys are at least worth $1 billion, which I believe they're at least worth at least $1 billion. So it's just insane, man. Bitcoin is it's absolutely insane. Will we start to accept Bitcoin for our little products here and there? I don't know, but I think Bitcoin will always be one of those investments out there that can be. If you're not comfortable with gold, then you might be comfortable with Bitcoin. What's going on in African Emporium? Beautiful Coralie. How do you get it? You get it through an exchange. You get it through an exchange service. For example, those guys who were connected with Mark Zuckerberg, if you watched the movie, what was the name of those twins? I forgot those twins. But they've started a Bitcoin exchange where you can put your dollars up and get percentages of Bitcoin, depending, of course, how much you put up. I forgot what the name of their service is. I think it starts with an M. I forgot what it's called. Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see here. But yeah, they started a Bitcoin exchange, and it's verified and everything. I mean, they've gone through, making sure they've got all the licenses and whatnot. What is their hell is their name? But yeah, so Gemini. Yeah, okay. So their thing is called Gemini. Gemini is what they call their thing. What's going on, Stock Guide? So yeah, I mean, you could buy, Bitcoin, and let me see here, BTCS USD, right? It's something like that. Yeah, BTCS USD. Here's the chart. Look at that chart, man. Look at that chart. Let's go to and if you go back in time a little bit, yeah, this is where we're talking about basically over here, 2010, 2012, when, one Bitcoin was like, $10, $6. you know, $1.57. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically they were giving them away. And it's had rallies before. I mean, it hit 1,000 and then came all the way back down. Hit 1,000, what was that, 2013, and it came back down. But, you know, it's been on a tear ever since. So there'll be a pullback, I'm sure, here soon. Like any, you know, quote unquote commodity, if you want to call Bitcoin that. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Man, this is insane. Look at this. You know, it's just been on a tear. Been on an absolute tear since, you know, March for 2017. I mean, period. For 2017, it's on fire as more companies and countries start to accept Bitcoin products and Bitcoin as a currency, excuse me. All right. So let's get back to these tickers. See what you guys traded today. As I told you guys earlier, you know, I'm just looking to time these tops, and SORL was my top that I timed out today. Just kind of let it do its thing, man. But, you know, I saw the weakness developing in the 10-minute chart. I saw the weakness developing in the 10-minute chart. If I put my favorite, you know, things, let me see here. Let me see. And it was just another beautiful, beautiful play. SORL. But here's the thing, man. It's only got 7 million. It's only got about 7 million shares out there. So you got to be really careful with this one, because you already know they're going to try to squeeze in the morning with 7 million shares out there. They're going to squeeze in the morning. And by the way, if you don't have that PDF, I still have it. I pretty much sent it. I already put it in the Discord room. And I think it has been saved in the Discord room for future people who want it. But, you know, you can email me. I have that PDF. Money Making Moving Averages. And in that moving average book, it talks about how, you know, moving average crossovers can really help you, you know, find opportunities to get in and out of you know, moving plays. All right. Many of us can't just look at a chart and say, hey, this is where you get in, this is where you get out. So having a moving average crossover, you know, creates more of a systematic system for you. So it kind of takes your, you know, hey, this is what I think I should do, your kind of opinion out of it, especially if you haven't been successful, you know, kind of trading on what you think about something. So using a moving average crossover along with support and resistance and maybe another indicator like MACD could help you much better with your intraday plays. Yeah, BITCF. BITCF is one of the Bitcoin stocks that has been moving. I did see that one. That was actually, I don't know, that one's not as liquid as I would say BTCS is. I've mentioned that several times. BTCS I like better than the others. BTCS was up almost 50% today. Actually did get up to 50%. It's a lot more liquid. I know there are some brokers, by the way, that won't pull up BITCF because it's a foreign stock. So BTCS is probably the better way to go if you want to go, you know, play a Bitcoin. Again, it's an OTC stock. I don't know how legit they are in terms of their actual operations within the Bitcoin space. But it's very, very liquid at almost, what was that, 7 million shares traded today? I mean, for an OTC play, can you get that more? Can you get more liquid than that at 6 cents a share? 7 million? Insane amount of volume. GBTC, Bitcoin Investment Trust. Yeah, I'm not aware of this one. I know we brought it up before, though. Let me see here. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I see what Africa Emporium said. BKS. I see what's going on, Trading Jedi. BKS. Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Nobles used to be the shit back in the day, man. Barnes and Nobles was the shit back in the day. You know, I was never one to like go to Barnes and Nobles to read or whatever, but I have in the past sometimes gone to Barnes and Nobles to like, you know, use their internet or something like that when shit was fucked up at wherever I was at. And then I, of course, remember when they came out with their little reader. That changed the game right there. Although I never owned one myself. You know, the fact that, you know, you didn't have to lug around a book anymore, it really definitely changed the game. You know, and by the way, they also talk about how because of that little Nook reader, a lot of books that usually wouldn't get any play all of a sudden got, you know, people to buy them because they could read them in privacy. So a lot of really, you know, like especially those hood urban books, you know, I Beat It Up, Volume 3, Volume 4. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those books, you know, sell really, really good digitally. Let me see here. Yeah, CNXC, that's another one. That's that Mike Tyson Bitcoin. I see Africa and Borean bringing that up. That's that Mike Tyson Bitcoin, although this looks like it's been left behind, although it was up 14% today. All right, BIOC up 6% today. That should be a green candle, but BIOC still fucking with that 160 line that I marked a while ago. Still having a hard time with that. You know what I'm saying? Still having a hard time with that price level. CVCM. I'm not pulling everything on that ticker on CVCM. Let's look at some of these Nasdaqs. We had MT today reverse split, I believe. Was that a reverse split or an actual buyout? All right, so yeah, that was a reverse split today in MT, which by the way is a steel company based out of well, one of the guys who owns is an Indian billionaire. That Matal he's actually like an Indian billionaire, and he's incredibly rich. Which interesting was a lot of these Indian billionaires, they started actually from like very humble beginnings, if you read into a lot of them. Let me see here. What else? Cool was a very beautiful play today that I thought would pull back, but I never saw it happen. And this was the third day in that run. Here's the daily chart in Cool. 1, 2, 3. I expected this to pull back at these levels. I mean, the stock is up from, you know, practically 11 to 16. So I mean, we've got almost $16-17 worth of gains, and you know, these 3 trading days. So thought I would see some weakness in the stock today. Not even close. Nothing at all. I mean, this stock didn't give at all. You know, just again, incredible amount of volume coming in. Actually, as you can see here, this was the highest of the 3 days. Let me see here. Here's the 10-minute. Again, no weakness being shown at all. 5-minute. There was nothing. There was just no weakness being shown in here at all. And of course, using my moving averages in today, during the day to lead me into the trade, I didn't see anything. There was no weakness at all for me to say, okay, this is time to come in there on that crossover. No crosses, as you can see, so no weakness. So, Cool, COOL, another stock that started practically in the pennies. I mean, $11, I wouldn't say, you know, some people say under 10 is a penny, but, you know, 11, I mean, come on, 11 is 17. That's insane. Beautiful chart, absolutely. MTBC, yeah, MTBC rose up today based on that release of that app. And that you know, based on the release on that app, and you know, this was a stock that people enjoyed buying a couple of days ago, but as you can see here, no support at these higher prices. The market opened up, and you know, almost instantly, the stock was coming back to reality here. I mean, you saw 40 cents a share literally evaporate in, what was that, 35 minutes? That was insane. So if you didn't know what you were doing here, you washed out of MTBC really quickly. Really quickly. MTBC faded out. Low volume CDNA. I saw somebody bring this up already to SSOF. Let me see. Let me bring SSOF. What is SSOF? 66 oil field services. All right, OTC play 90% gain in the stock. All right, huge move. Again, let's you know, these OTCs, great day, but let's see what happens tomorrow. That's the only thing. WHKS, you know, I think it's WKHS, my bad. WKHS Workhorse Group. This was a great short a couple of days ago, and all of a sudden everybody's covering now. And because I know it's definitely not the news having it go like this, WKHF, nice move here back to the fours after several days of just being killed, honestly. Almost a week and a half ago now on Workhorse Group. If you don't know Workhorse, they basically make cars and trucks. Well, not necessarily cars. They make vans and trucks for the delivery industry specifically. They've got a huge contract that they could earn with the U.S. Postal Service that they should be finding out about in November. The U.S. Postal Service is going to be handing out a contract for the creator or the makers of their next basically delivery vehicles. So the U.S. Postal Service is looking for a new model of delivery vehicle that's going to be a lot more basically fuel efficient. That's going to enable them to still be able to haul a lot of stuff, but, you know, be easier on their bottom line. So Workhorse has submitted a prototype to them, and basically all these carriers that have submitted are waiting to hear back from the Postal Service. So that could be a huge mover in the future. We'll see. Let me see here. CBRIQ. CBRIQ. Yep. Yeah, that Q stock doing very well. Q stock doing very well. Not my thing, though. I don't want any part of that crap. We've been here already with the Qs, man. Enjoy the game. Don't get greedy. I'm telling you right now, don't get greedy on that. Do not get greedy on that. You know, we've seen what these Qs can do. If you up, take it and run. HUSA, I believe it's an oil play, right? Yeah, out of Houston. Yep, Houston American Energy. There it is. HUSA, 43 cents a share. I don't know, man. I don't know about this. I don't know about this one. Either they're going to reverse split or what, but they need to get back to one. You're going to have to figure out where they are in terms of compliance with the Amex. I don't know if the Amex still has that $1 requirement. I'm pretty sure they do, but find out where they are with this one. I'm not a big fan of these under a penny, under $1 runners on these higher exchanges, because, you know, they announce bankruptcies or some shit like that. DOLV. Doll Ventures, DOLV. DOLV, man, you know, was a real huge disappointment back late April. A lot of people were expecting this to break out higher. It didn't. Actually, you know, just basically collapsed on its ass. And now we're looking to retest those previous levels. So, you know, can it finally do it? You know, can it finally break out of, you know, 7 cents, man? You know, and it looks like it's already tried it a couple of times. They actually tried it today. So enjoy DOLV, but I'm telling you right now, you know, if it doesn't break that 7 cents, man, you already know where it's coming back down to. And it's going to move down fast. So you see the chart. USMJ. Oh, it's an OTC play, North American Cannabis. Is it a good buy? I mean, it's a lottery ticket, man. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, you're going to buy these OTCs, you know, you're going to have to, you know, hold it for some time. I showed you guys an account where we had this guy was, you know, holding these positions and doing what he was supposed to do, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. That's kind of how those things move. You know, sometimes you can get lucky and over the course of 2 or 3 days catch a really good move. But for the most part, you're either going to be chasing and end up falling on your ass, or, you know, you can do what some of these guys do, which is buying when you think something could be coming up here and, you know, see what happens. KNSC. Let's see here. Kinetic Scientific. Kinenergy Scientific. Okay. Add to Leon. You said that's a play for tomorrow. I mean, you let me know why. I don't see anything there, but you let me know why. Let me know why. I see, you know. Give me a call. Let me know why, unless you heard something that I didn't hear. MJNA. Here's the thing about these marijuana plays is that, you know, once we can get some kind of idea of what this Jeff Sessions, this old head, had, you know, his idea of marijuana. Well, we already know what his idea of marijuana is. Let me just not even go there. Because my idea was like, well, maybe, you know, you should take small positions now where nobody really wants. But I mean, looking at this MJNA chart, you're basically just treading water. And it's fighting for its life. I mean, it's doing everything possible to stay out of the low tens. Yeah, Buds is getting killed. Buds was a $3 stock. And it hasn't been able to find its you know, purpose. You know, look at that Buds. Buds was $3, $5. Actually hit $5. But again, here was another lottery ticket that got its number called. I mean, Buds was a 10-cent stock that went from 10 cents to $5 in a matter of 3.5 months. You know, incredible profit. So, you know, in all intents and purposes, it did its thing. So now it's falling on its ass. I mean, nobody wants that shit now. I mean, you know, trust me, all the people who were in it big are all gone. And I'll let you know, even some of the owners in that stock probably own half of the company now. Yeah, all that. Yeah, they're all out of that big. Let me see here. But when they need money again, they'll show up. That's kind of how it works. When these, you know, owners of these companies need money again, the stock will go up. Who cares what, you know, what's going on in the market? They'll put the money up to make the stock run when they need some money again. DAOI or DAIO. And this was a stock that, you know, runs so hard, but the volume isn't even that great. But, you know, computer programming play, IT, Nasdaq. It runs so hard, but man, this, you know, again, another stock up from $3 a share, low float. PE is actually pretty in line for the industry. Actually pretty low for the industry. Price to earnings is only 21, if that's right, which is actually relatively low for the industry. It's typical to see 40s, 50s in this industry. So 788, 61-cent gain today, almost 8% for the day. Here's that daily chart, which is insane. I mean, I wouldn't even touch this. It's actually, I thought it would be a short one day, but hasn't shown any kind of sign of weakness. And with the volume like that, you wouldn't even threaten to go in like that. So what's going on, Monk Man? CMLS, Cumulus Media. A nice chart. Again, looking like that. Although it's got a nice chart, but I would have loved to seen it do this curl a little bit later. Because now I don't know if it's going to get to $1. The fact that it's curled up so quick. With now at only 61 cents. And you got a huge candlestick. Or excuse me, huge wick. You got a huge wick where the stock attempted to touch 84 today. Let's see on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, that was the morning run. And then again, no support at those higher prices. It came back looking for the VWAP. Came right back looking for the VWAP after it kind of got out of hand there. We'll see on this. As you see, put the Bollinger Bands. I got all the way on the high end of the bands. And it just wasn't no support there, and it came right back looking for VWAP. Crossed under to actually below VWAP now. So the stock could probably touch that in the morning based on what it did today. 23% gain today on 6 million shares. Again, this is another stock that way above its typical average. Average is only 390,000 shares traded daily today. So what moved the stock? You let me know. Yeah, Mag. DAIO, we were talking about that weeks ago, but continues to still move. Zeno still fighting, but volumes dried up in Zeno. Volumes for the most part dried up in Zeno. If you guys remember, Zeno was the huge OTC runner back in April. But again, like many of these stocks that are, pumped up using emailers and phone banks and all that crap, after the shit stops, right? After whoever's got the big incentive to drive the stock higher decides to liquidate their position, they stop, pushing. Well, that's exactly what happens. And that's basically where Zeno finds itself now. 350 all the way down to 68 cents. All right, in a matter of a week and a half, 2 weeks. Gerardo, you said it's good for tomorrow? Man, some of the risk you guys be taking in here, I'm just like, I love penny stocks, but y'all be going along some of these tickers that's just suspect as fuck. TXTM. No, that's not that. Protex Mobility. There we go. TXTM up 27%. 200 million shares traded today. 200 million shares traded today. That's another one that's almost 10 times its usual. All right. TVIA. Travaria Holdings. No gain today at all. Looks very bearish, man. Looks like this company's headed to bankruptcy when I'm looking at this chart. Looks like a bankruptcy look, or they'll do the dries and reverse split and they'll still get eaten alive. They'll do the dries, reverse split, and get eaten alive. And shout out to these people who keep buying dries, man. I don't know who these longs are when you're watching level 2. I don't know who these longs are, but they're going in like big. You know, these longs are just, I don't know what they're seeing in this. They're just providing the liquidity for guys who can grab shorts. And most of these guys haven't sold out for days. So you try to get in some shorts and you can't grab anything that works. That's worth holding. 30 shares, 40 shares, 50. I mean, you know. But these guys on level 2, they're putting in orders to buy dries as it goes down. Like, what are you looking at right now? I don't know what you're looking at. So I'd love to talk to somebody in here who's buying dries. Like, if you're a guy who's buying dries right now, or you're holding dries, because somebody is doing it. Somebody's doing it. Obviously, there are more sellers than buyers, but somebody is buying. You know, when you go to the time and sales, you do see buys. And you've seen buys every day as the chart has gone down, down, down. So I don't know what these people see, but I would love to know. I would really love to know. You know? Yeah, go ahead and get them likes up. Get them likes up. Press like on this video right now. Shout out to everybody who enjoyed that Friday show. Who enjoyed that Tyson Batts episode too. That Tyson Batts episode got like 3,000 views, man. Shout out to Tyson Batts for that. For coming on to the show. Yeah, it's disappointing. I don't know what's, you know, going on with dry. CYTR. Citrix Corp, Nasdaq play, 5.2%. Let's do a FinViz search here. Let's try and see something that's shout out to Bat Scientist for the FinViz tutorial that he taught us several weeks ago. So I'm looking for under $10. Candlesticks, got to be the doji. And we're looking for solid volume. All right, so let's see what comes up here. I'm getting interesting tickers here like AMRS. AMRS, 28 cents. 28 cents AMRS. Interesting, my short today is on here. PBR with that doji pattern. So that's why I'm thinking PBR could be a long. Obviously, you know, what's going on in Brazil we'll cover over, but I'm not sure yet that it's all said and done for Brazil. But PBR at 871 might, you know, it's got a lot of meat that could come back to it. A lot of meat on there. You got almost, what was it going at? We were at $10 a share before that thing fell on its ass. PSID, oh, man, look, PSID, man, you know, I don't even know what to say to this anymore. I mean, this company still puts out shit, but, you know, I'm starting to feel like it's a shit ass, it's just a shitty company, man. There's just too much in there. There's too much in there. ARNA stock gapped up a couple days ago on some good news from the low 110s. Now at 120, 134. Doji pattern today showing could be a turnaround in that relatively soon. 134 ARNA. Let's see some good ones in here. Got a lot of opportunities. This was real hot a couple days ago. If you guys remember, AREX is now kind of hesitating at those high twos. So it's trying to figure out what it wants to do. If you guys remember, AREX tearing it up almost 2.5 weeks ago. It's one of the biggest gainers on the market. Looking good. Said PSID, Kenny Dutton, PSID sucks. Yeah, it does suck. PSID does suck. I know a couple people who are sitting in PSID and ain't did shit. Ain't did shit. GIGL. We'll see. I mean, GIGL, you know, we already know their story. They went out and got the girl from Tia Mori, and that workout woman. I keep forgetting her name. So GIGL. Let's see here what else we got. Looking for some good possible plays. DVAX. DVAX, who had the gap up a couple months ago. Don't see it. Jillian Michaels. Yeah, Jillian Michaels. Jillian Michaels, that's her name. EFLN coming out of the chat room. None given. EFLN OTC play up 6%, 7%. All right. Nice trend there. I'm seeing your higher highs here, or higher lows, excuse me. Nice little pattern being set up here. I like that. Squeeze these guys, man. Squeeze it higher and get let's see that break out. Let's see that break out and try to, get back those sixes. Break out here and get a, nice. Going in the right direction. So we should be seeing a nice little pop out of that over the next couple of days. Keep me updated. Kev Mo, you said PSID new no-touch thermometer. Yeah, I mean, like, they're creating products, but it's not moving the stock. They're creating products, but it ain't moving the stock, man. These companies can create a whole bunch of products. I don't care what they create. I mean, if it don't move the stock, then, well, what's the point? WAC Walter Investment Management. Walter Investment Management looks like, I don't know, they've been losing money for their investors or what. Mortgage banking retail play that's just been falling on its ass. I don't see what you're looking at here. You let me know what you see in the stock. Somewhat decent trend moving higher. Real slow though. Again, my call line is open. Don't just throw out a ticker. Let me know what you like about it, man. Y'all calling these out, and there's no real patterns in here. BPMX, 7 million. Huge day today. Huge day today. Look at that, man. Almost 700% in volume coming into the play. That's nice, man. That's a lot of volume coming in today. Almost 7.4 million shares traded at 62 cents. You said WAC looks good. Let me go back. WAC looks good. Again, I'm not saying that. I don't. But again, you guys, let me know why it looks good. What does it look? What about it looks good? I mean, I'm looking at it. I don't see anything. If anything, you've got a lot of hesitation and spinning tops candlesticks. $1.58. You got declining volume. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get you back in here. All right. So yeah, I'm up. The Skype is up. What's going on, Carlos? Dow down 25 after hours. Where are we at? You said we're actually down after hours? Hold on. Let me see it. Investing.com. Let me see it. Where we at? S&P 500. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the futures are down right now. I get excited when the market is down. You know me, man. I'm waiting for a market collapse. I want this whole shit to just fall apart. I missed 09. I missed 2000. I missed 2003. I want this whole shit to fall apart so I can start buying, at these bottoms when, everybody else is running away. Some of these guys who were buying everything in sight in 08 and 09, they're living good now. 563, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I was just wondering why you're such a little bitch. Yeah, I'm back, motherfucker. Yeah. You can't fucking escape, boy. This is my show. Right fucking here. This is my show, bitch. No, this is my show. You fucking...
Y'all see these bitch-ass niggas who call me every single fucking day. I mean, these guys just are on my nuts. The whole... every show, they're on my nuts.
I take a look at my enormous penis and my troubles start melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis and the happy times are coming to stay. I gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis and everything is going my way.
All right, guys. Again, my apologies. Shout out to Africa Emporium putting on those tickers in the chat room. Shout out to Africa Emporium. Definitely copy and save those, man. That guy, makes a lot of money. Copy and save those. Q-Tech, yeah, of course they are. Like I said, man, I keep telling you guys, the white supremacists, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Yeah. Shout out to Lawrence Kane in the building. Shout out to all my truck drivers, man. Some of these truck drivers are some of my huge, long-time listeners. Appreciate all of you guys. GLD. Who else was talking about they're buying gold right now? I think it was Trading Jedi. I thought I saw you on Twitter saying something about gold. Somebody also mentioned that they're buying gold right now, and I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at gold myself. But I don't know. I think I'll probably wait for the breakout at in the 120s. Probably wait for the breakout at the 120s and see if we get some new levels here. But where are we at on the 200? Okay, yeah, we actually just crossed the 200. That big red line is the 200 I just put on there. So we just crossed the 200 moving average here on the daily chart. So showing back to positive territory now in GLD. You guys know the Magic 200, pretty big deal for crossing the 200 moving average. That's the stock that was or ETF that was severely depressed, and now getting back across that 200 moving average line could be bringing up some newfound money coming into that play. So we'll see what happens with that. And I want to bring up that video where he talks about the 200 moving average. Are you guys familiar with what's that guy's name? The Hispanic dude that teaches stocks? Oliver Velez. Yeah, that's his name. Oliver Velez. Are you guys familiar with Oliver Velez? I mean, some of his shit is bullshit, but for the most part, I think he knows what he's talking about here and there. I'll show you guys a video of him in a bit. Let me see here if I can. Yeah, but I think he knows what he's talking about for the most part. But I know if you look up his name, I think he was indicted on some kind of fraud or some shit like that. But that could be on some we just trying to hold these Mexicans down type shit. He's actually not Mexican. He's actually, I think, Dominican. Bovash, 150 silver. Bovash calling 150 on silver. Per ounce. I'm looking at the price though on the trust. We're definitely far away from that 1531 low. We're at 1623 now, and silver looking for its 200 moving average up there at 1680. And again, when we talk about these commodities, man, these are just, you're going to have to be in this for a week and a half. You got to play these commodities like a professional would play, these equities. I'm talking about, trying to estimate where, this is going to be 30, 40, 50 days from now. That's kind of how you make these, the big bucks in commodities. Silver is highly undervalued. I would believe so. I believe so. In fact, we have more uses for silver than gold, if I'm not correct. What's going on, SC Trucker? TGD is now ALO. Well, they provide comic relief, Michael Hugger. They provide comic relief. Because you got to see what these losers, they provide comic relief. So, if you find it irritating, I mean, just, it kind of goes along with the show, okay? Stocks in general is very, very boring to kind of talk about. So we need a little bit of comic relief. And those guys are clowns. 210, you're on the air. What's up?
210, what's up? It's me, Gerard.
Hey, what's up with you, man?
Going off that, what's going on?
So you were bringing up WAC, man. What were you seeing in that?
Yeah, I got this new technique that I'm doing where there's like a certain pattern that I see right before it's gonna take a dip and then come back up. And let me pop it up here.
Okay.
WAC. Yeah, there's a lot of bullish action. Let's see.
Because I'm looking at a stock that's very, very bearish.
Yeah.
Well below its 200, but let me see here. 20 days, it's hugging the 20. So I mean, it's trying to do something here.
Yeah, there's no. I'm looking at the whole day today and Friday, and hardly any bearish signals.
Mm-hmm.
But,
So
you know,
you're looking at this as a possible swing for how many days here? I mean, for somebody who is listening to this, thinking, okay, you know, $1.58, very bearish, you know, could recover some gains here. How many days are they looking to stay into this, and what do you see out of it?
Yeah, I mean, this is for me. At my play is like I see some bullish signals here. I watch it for a dip.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I would wait for. So I see if there's no dip, I don't buy. And if it goes up, then I miss it. You know what I mean? But I'd rather see the bullish signals, watch it dip, and know that there's bullish signals, buy in, and then, you know, if I lose, you know, 5-8%, I get out. But usually, you know, that's not the case because I got in pretty low with bullish signals.
So,
you know,
so this WAC, for an investor who's on the sidelines, are you saying that the stock will go down from 158 and then get in?
I'm not saying it's going to go down. I'm saying if I were to get in, I would wait for it to go down. But if it doesn't go down, I don't get in.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of what I've been doing lately, and it's been working pretty good.
That's what's up, man.
I was going to ask you about Caterpillar. What you think about that? That's another one I see possibly taking a dip.
Yeah, Caterpillar is one of those plays that, you know, I don't know. I mean, it was up huge on, you know, on Trump, and you know, we've been enjoying the rally as long as the overall market stays high and people continue to believe that, you know, this tax plan and this wall might get built, then sure, Caterpillar looks good. But we have been struggling lately. So Caterpillar showing a little bit of weakness here.
Yeah. It's showing weakness. I got in today in the morning, but and I stayed in because there's nothing but bullish signals, even towards the end of the day, especially.
Mm-hmm.
But I messed up. I didn't wait for that dip that I usually wait for. But it looks like it might take a dip tomorrow, and then it might come back up. That's what I mean. There's bullish signals there. I made some cash today on CCLX, just from the same type of play.
Mm-hmm.
I got in Friday from some bullish signals that I saw Thursday. I got in Friday, waited for that dip, got in Friday, and I made a little over 20%. Today I got out.
All right, appreciate it, man.
And and then OHGI, another one that I'm waiting for a dip, but some bullish signals. Yeah.
One
as well.
Horizon Group. All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the call, bro.
All right, man. No problem, man. Have a good one.
Thank you. That's Gerardo on the call. Yeah, man. You know, Trump is out there in the Middle East, out there kissing the ring on those Saudis, man, who honestly have an illegitimate government, but out there slapping women up and shit like that. It was hilarious. I was watching his speech, and he was talking about how everyone in the world deserves to live a life of dignity. And I'm like, this dude, we got people in this country who don't live a life of dignity. But that's a whole different conversation. Life of dignity and freedom. I was just laughing the whole time, man. Some of the speeches these presidents make, Obama, Bush, they go to these other countries telling people what to do in our country. You know, it's hilarious, man. ROX. Castle Brands Incorporated up 1.7% today. Look at that. That's a nice little trend there. On rocks, ROX looking real good here. Here's the daily chart, 20-day moving average on the screen. Looking real good. Make sure, yep, that is correct. Looking real good here, hugging that 20-day moving average. Doing really well. Doing really well on ROX. From, what was that? Beautiful March at $1 a share, now at $1.79. ROX. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Oh, of course, Africa Emporium. You already know. Not bad. Add the Leon ETH USD. What is ETH? Is that ETH USD? I'm not familiar with that. With ETH is. That's that Ethiopian US dollar or something like that. My man went Forex buying some Ethiopian money. BIOC, Biocept, 6% move today. $1.52. Let me see here. And yeah, by the way, there's some Bitcoin scams going out here, man. There's a brother making videos. And again, I'll never shit on another brother trying to get some money. But when you are misleading people, you got to call that shit out. And this guy is pushing a program where you donate money, or no, you don't donate money. You put money into this lockbox thing. It's like a digital lockbox where they promise you 6% on your money daily. But here's the thing, your money is in this vault for anywhere between 45 to 60 days. You can't touch the money at all. You can't take it out, nothing. They promise you 6% on your money. And your job is, while it's in that safe or whatever it is, this digital, thing, you've got to go out and recruit 6 other people who put in as much as you did, and then you get a percentage of what they brought. Man, this is a whole lot of bullshit, man. So just be on the lookout, man. It's 6%. Come on, man. No reputable. Oh man, there's so many scams out here, man. And that's the thing, is that when you're dealing with people who are not, financially astute, you got people who fall for anything, and it's all in the hood. It's all in the hood. I've seen the flyers. That's what got my attention, is I seen the flyers, and then I went to the digital page, and now you got a whole bunch of black folks making videos on it on YouTube, pushing this shit. Just that nigga bullshit, man. 601, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Sal? Just wanted to throw out 2 tickers that could possibly run tomorrow, and also one play that I made a little bit of money off of today, SORL.
Yeah.
Made $250. Shout out to Stock God and Bad Scientists. I've just been kind of trying to use the things that I learned from them.
Okay.
If you look at SRL on that chart, what's it? 1 day, 10-minute chart. See, I was looking at the 1 day, 1 minute chart, and I really didn't see any patterns developing the way I wanted to. So I kind of switched between, and then I switched over to the 10-minute chart, and I saw the pattern. So right around like 10:30.
Okay.
You can see that that pennant flag start to form, and it got kind of touched the VWAP, and then it just shot up to like $9. So I got in around like $8 and got out around like $9, made $250 on that one. So shout out to Stock God and Bad Scientists on that one. And also, it was actually several entries on SORLs. I mean, several of them.
Yeah.
I even saw one that Stock God posted in a Discord room that I missed. I didn't see that one. But if you look around, let's see, around 3 p.m., you'll see where the chart dipped below the VWAP. and then it formed a doji, and then it started forming green candles, and then the 4 crossed the 8. So I didn't get in. I didn't make a play on this one, but I'm starting to see, learn from stock guys that the more you study, the more you're able to see money opportunities. I mean, if you constantly go back and look through charts that's run and you say, oh, wait a minute, let's see what happened here. Why did this stock go up? If you're constantly doing that, your eyes just start to pick up those patterns and those money-making opportunities a lot easier. So going off some of the things I learned from Math Science is you see a dip below the VWAP, form the doji at the bottom there, and then the 4 began to cross over to 8. And if you had got in right along, 325, and you could have just rolled it until the 4 began to cross below the 8. So shout out to stock guys and best scientists. I mean, because I'm learning a significant amount from those guys. And just to the new traders, I mean, the more you study, the more you go back and look through those charts, look at your mistakes, the more your eyes are able to see opportunities to make money. And the 2 tickers that I want to throw out for tomorrow, the first one is CMLS. That's cat and mouse.
That's Cumula again.
Cumulus Media.
Yeah.
Now, if you look on the 3-month 1 day, and I'm trying to learn new patterns as I go along as well. It appears like it's running. It appears like it's starting to form a J hook. It started out at 49 cents. No, it started out at 50 cents. Made a 33.36% gain and finished off at 66 cents. So maybe it's a good swing trade. Looks like it's starting to form that J hook. Might be able to get a multiple day run out of that one. See what happens there. It might start to pull back. I'm not sure, but I like the J hook that looks like it's starting to form there.
Yeah, this one I'm concerned with because it's a little hot on the RSI. So I know other traders see that. So I don't know if they would want to get in this high. So that's something to be of concern too.
Yeah, it is. I saw that as well. Just as a possible, just to watch it. And then also NOG. I mean, it's an oil and gas company. But
what's the ticker?
I mean, am I NOG? NOG. NOG. I mean, how long can these oil and gas companies stay beat up? I mean, it just seems like now. I mean, the situation that's going on. I mean, it looks like they're a solid buy because you look at them in 3-month 1 day. Had a nice little run today. It had a nice little pop. Started out at $1.70, ended up at $1.90. You're looking at about 11.76% gain. So I mean, I'm just as a loan or something like that. I mean, because they can't stay just beat up forever. I mean,
why not? Why not? I mean, if that's how people feel about the underlying commodity that motivates these prices on this stock, which is oil. I mean, right now you've got some of the most oil-rich countries in the world that are practically on lifeline. I mean, you've got Iraq, where you've got rebels out here selling oil for pennies on the dollar. Same thing in Syria as well as in Libya. So you have OPEC coming to the table restricting supply, but they can't compete with these terrorists who are selling it in an open market for half the going rate. So Nigeria's going through their issues. Brazil's going through their issues. So, oil is just falling, man. It's falling. Great for consumers, but horrible for, people who are in the business of trying to make money on high oil prices.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's looking pretty beat up right now. It's oil and gas as an industry, but maybe NOG can have maybe a little pop tomorrow, make a few dollars off of it. I'm not sure, but it'll be on my watch list. Mm-hmm. And that's all I got, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Shout out to Jay Bino for the call. And again, going back to what he talked about, that 4 and 8 and whatnot, that just kind of goes back again to, using those crossovers, right? And those moving average crossovers, whether you're using EMA or MA or, you know what I'm saying? But getting emotions or your opinion, which, isn't a professional opinion, out of the way. getting that out of the way. And again, I can send that to you guys. It should be in the Discord room. I do remember Mag saving that when I posted that in the Discord room, so it should be in there. It should be in there. 563, you're a troll. I'm not picking up your call right now. This guy's called me over 15 times. What a loser. Let me see him. There you go. You're out of here, buddy. All right. Aramco of Saudi Arabia will be the biggest IPO this summer. Oh, I'm sure. 702, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal, it's Jay.
Hey, Jay. Oh, man. It is, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know, Jay was here at the beginning. Where you been, bro?
I've been busy lately, after tax season, but nowadays it's slowed down a little bit. Calling in to check in. Made some really great gains last week, and I was listening in and checking out how far you guys progressed.
Yes.
And finally, I got some free time today to call in.
Great. Yeah, man. I mean, a lot's changed since you were calling in regularly. I mean, we got more than 30 people in the chat room. That's for sure. So, a lot of things have changed. We've grown here, a lot of new people, and it'd be nice to definitely get some of your input, bro.
Awesome. Well, just an update from the last time we chat. Right back in November, I think the last time I called, I was talking about GSAT.
Yes.
Remember that ticker?
Yeah, I mean, now GSAT had turned, things kind of got negative after that. I mean, I'm looking at the chart here, but I mean,
GSAT
sure enough,
turned around for me.
Yeah, it definitely turned around, man. I mean, now let's talk about, what led to that turnaround, and now all of a sudden we're talking about possible buyout candidate here.
Oh, yes. So GSAT, at the time in November, it was going really sour, and I think I had 10,000 shares in GSAT. And just recently, last Friday, I liquidated my whole position on GSAT for a $70,000 gain. So it was quite fantastic.
$70,000.
That's correct.
Oh,
$70,000. And then since then I put it into a new ticker that I'll talk about a little bit later. But the promising aspect of GSAT is at the time they were trying to go for a spectrum license. Yeah. Right?
Remember I think it was that? It was, what is
through
that?
The FCC.
LTE5 or something like that?
Right. The 5G network.
5G, yeah, there it is, 5G.
So they sent their revised approval through the FCC mid-January, late January, and actually got approved their revised proposal for their spectrum licensing. And that was when Donald Trump got elected and approved Ajit Pai, which is the chair of the FCC, and all that went through smoothly, right? Then to catch up a little bit more, February, March, we had a bidding war between Verizon and AT&T for Straight Path. Do you remember Straight Path?
Straight Path doesn't sound familiar to me. Explain a little bit of that.
All right, so the ticker for Straight Path is STRP, and essentially from a very, very unknown company, Straight Path had the license for this upper band of wireless communications. They owned the license, and this prompted these big boy companies, the Verizon and AT&T, T-Mobile, to go out on an all-out bidding war for almost 42. I think it was 42 million or quite a lot for this company. And they started out 42 million and eventually grew to, I think, 3 billion. It started out as 42 billion and went to 3 billion in the competing bidding war from February all the way to like late April. And it's, as you can see on that chart, it went from $42 all the way to like over 200. In all of April. So this was the big talk for technologies and telecom, because that's the market I'm into.
Yeah.
And because they hold these exclusive license from the FCC, this is what prompted the bidding war. Now, to track to the comparative side, GSAT also have the approvals for these licenses, but GSAT deals for mainly in the satellite communications.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want a sat phone, that's where their licenses are going to be, right? And these big name companies, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they kind of are interested in GSAT because that opens new avenues for upper bandwidth telecommunications. So that's why GSAT's been on their radar.
Yeah, tearing it up
slowly,
too.
Yeah, slowly their GSAT's been growing. And I decided finally that they were getting to the point where they're a little bit overweight. And I've decided to liquidate my position in GSAT because from their balance sheets and from the earnings that they can generate and the revenues that they generate, if it goes above $2.50, it'll be overvalued. That's why I had to liquidate that position.
Yeah, that was a good play for you, man. As you said, making a killing on that. And I mean, look what it took you. I mean, it took you almost 6 months to make some the big money in this. And it kind of goes back to what we've talked about here, but it's so hard to follow that having patience and allowing the chart to develop is where the big money in trading is made. I mean, you're trading like a professional here when you hold stocks, that long.
Yeah, it takes discipline.
Yeah.
And I definitely had to look over my rule book many times to evaluate my position, and consider whether or not to add more to my position or liquidate partially along the way to cut some losses. So there you have it.
There it is, folks, man. And I know, Jay, you got some more for us. Or are there any positions right now that you are either looking to get into? Any stocks that that are on your radar that look interesting to you?
So I heard earlier on your show you talked a little bit about silver, right?
Yeah.
So the macroeconomics of the silver industry right now is that we're closing spring and we're nearing summer.
Mm-hmm.
That means the silver mines in Canada are going to be opening back up as the snow melts and the permafrost thaws a little bit. In that case, your silver is going to increase in value when these silver mines start producing and start offloading their hoarded silver on inventory. Several silver companies that I'm looking right now. Let me bring up my list real quick.
All right.
Is GPL, Great Panther.
Yep, Great Panther. Okay, Great Panther Steel right now at 133.
They're a little bit low. The best entry point would have been a couple weeks earlier in May at $1.20.
Yeah.
Last year, Great Panther had some callable options and warrants. Those warrants are executable at, I think it was $1.66. So GPL's looks like an interesting hold. Right now the volume is a little bit low, relatively. It's at 0.7
Mm-hmm.
versus its average traded volume, but it's not too bad. Their first quarter financial results is a profit, so that it's a stable company and they're not going to go out of business anytime soon. And I think their new gold reserve, their silver reserves, they have a new mine, and they're unproven reserves. So that could be quite interesting in the next coming quarter. So my projection on GPL, maybe 20 cents, 20, 30 cents in the future.
And
which is not too bad.
And that's not too bad for, you're thinking, within 60 days?
Within 60 to 90 days. Okay. But you're not going to expect like a instant explosion.
Right. I've learned that none of your tickers are don't think you're going to be in there for 2 days and come out with,
Of course, my rule is nothing under $1. Mm-hmm. If it slips under $1, you would have to really consider hard whether or not to add more or dump it. EXK is another good one. Endeavor Silver Corp.
Yep, EXK is definitely one that I've heard here before, and I have followed here before. During better times, EXK also been struggling, but it looks like a turnaround could be possible here.
They also post a first quarter profit, which is very nice. This particular company has a potential for a gap fill. For those you guys are not familiar with the gap fill, is that if you look at the drop in March, there's a lot of high level support and low level resistances. So this has potential to fill up all the way back to the high level support areas that got punished in March.
Yeah, definitely a stock that I got some alerts on, because I know when this gets to running, it can definitely have some great multiple day moves.
So definitely EXK has some silver multi-day moves. Speaking of metals and gold, I was thinking of Bitcoins lately, because they surpassed gold parity.
Yep.
They're over $2,000.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
It's incredible. I mean, we have something that was created here 2009, 2010, now being more valuable than a commodity that, for all intents purposes, created the modern world, almost 1,000, 2,000 years ago, So it's insane, man. It's absolutely insane how, the world and the internet has changed, what we look at the value of money. That this digital currency is now more valuable than, this precious metal that the whole world was practically built on for some time.
I'll keep on track with silver. The last silver ticker I have to share is TRQ. It's Turquoise Hill Resources. It's also a Canadian-based company. Last quarter, in first quarter, actually posted profit. So you might notice we have a trend here. All three companies posted profit, which means they have some excess cash going on to continue their exploration.
Turquoise Hill Resources, TRQ. All right, not bad. Looks another company that's been kind of bearish, but we see a turnaround in silver, then these are going to be going a lot better when that happens.
So it looks like the same with the other company.
Yeah, very similar charts.
March, it's dropped off, but I think in the next coming days, coming weeks, coming months, silver might turn around. If you quickly go to the silver chart, XAGUSD.
Let me see, XAGUSD.
Yep, AG for silver.
Let me see. Actually, you know what? Silver. Let me see. Actually, I'm not. Silver US dollar. There we go.
XAGUSD. All right.
Are you at? Is it showing up at 17.15 on yours? Because I know on TradingView it comes up.
Yeah, it's about 17.14 right now.
Yeah, and it's moving because we're watching a live chart, so it is moving. But yeah.
Go to about like 30-minute chart per candle.
30 minutes. All right, so here's the 30, and looks like last couple, not bad.
So yeah, there's definitely a bounce in a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And it's trending upwards, which is very nice. But you might also notice that all the way from April it's been bearish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But lately it's been uptrending, which is very nice.
Yeah, it looks like it's having a really good May so far.
Good to see for silver.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, man. Jay, thank you so much, man. You're always welcome to call in, bro. I know you're busy with work and whatnot, but your contribution is always appreciated, man.
Hey, I got 2 more to share. If you
let's go. Let's do it.
All right. So there's some recent news. The UK bombing, right, in Manchester.
Yeah, horrible, man. I think I'm hearing about like 20 people that have died. It's insane.
Yeah. So 2 macro companies that I've been looking at that might cause some disruption tomorrow.
Okay.
This one's a little bit large. This is Prudential. It's an insurance company. PRU.
PRU.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. And what's your reasoning behind Prudential on a play like this? On a situation like this, I should say, rather. Because
Prudential is a life insurance company, and it's at 104. I believe it's either I think there's one in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check it real quick. PUK. That's the UK Prudential.
UK.
The one for the US is PRU, but Prudential in the UK is PUK.
Oh wow!
Which trades about.
Yeah, but still
40.
Trades on our exchanges. Nice.
Yeah. So Prudential in the UK, there could be some volatility in this company.
And are you saying this could be a good thing for them or a bad thing for them?
Bad thing, because the insurance company typically don't want claims to be filed. Because when claims are filed, the insurance company has to pay up.
Of course.
So because Prudential is based in the UK, we might expect, higher claims to be filed on other people, injury, casualty, life insurance, obviously health.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the stadium itself may file a claim. So Prudential, we may be looking at a little bit in dangerous territory for tomorrow. On the same note, the same effect, we could look at LYG, which is Lloyd's Banking Group. They are a financial banking company based in the UK. And they're trading roughly about 380. They're already overweight itself. And this macro event, might not do too well for them.
Yeah.
And we'll see. They might drop 3 or 4% tomorrow. That candle right there definitely doesn't look good. That day candle.
Yeah, today's candlestick in the chart. Yeah, that's definitely not a good sign. It's so funny because you actually see that in a couple financials today as well. So we'll definitely be watching that.
So that's for the macroeconomic effect of today's news. And one last one before I drop off the air is that $70,000 gain from last week. I will be putting into a new company that I've done some research on, is New York REIT, which does real estate investment. Let me get you the ticker on that. Should be NYRT.
NYRT. So it looked like we had a gap down here recently. I'm thinking you're seeing a bargain here.
I'm seeing a bargain on NYRT.
see here.
So I'm considering to put in about 2,000 to 5,000 shares of NYRT, so it's roughly $40,000. And the reasoning behind this is they recently gone through a liquidation of their portfolio. They are holding about $2 billion in assets and $1.2 billion in liabilities. Their first quarter had a profit, and they're liquidating some of their portfolio to reduce some of their total liabilities. And as a result, it says that their liquidation distribution is going to be around $9.25 per share. And since it dropped all the way down to, below 866, I can expect another 40 to 60 cent gain back to 9.25.
And that's interesting because you're not even trying to get all the way back to, the 960s where it fell off at. You're just basically trying to get halfway and then move on to something else.
Exactly. And on the plus side of this, even if it doesn't gain back halfway that 60 cent or 40 cent gain, it has dividends because it's a REIT, right? It has a 5.3% dividend. So even if you are stuck holding the bag on this one, if you're stuck holding the bag for 6 months, you're going to get paid 5% dividend. So that is not too bad as well.
Is this is it a quarterly or?
It's a quarterly, yes.
Wow.
So say, for example, you're still not confident with the play moving up or the dividend paying out, you can buy a longer-term option. Right? You can buy a call option of regaining these 20 to 60 cent gain. And at the end of it, if you do decide to execute your option, you would get your shares, obviously, by calling the option, or sell the option and make a gain on the option. So there's numerous ways to play around NYRT.
Yeah, it's actually quite liquid for a real estate investment trust too. I mean, look at that, almost 2 million shares traded today. The average is actually 4 million. So it's pretty liquid here, man. Not bad.
And that is all I have to share.
There it is, man.
I'll check in again, maybe in a week or two.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Don't forget about us, man. I really, again, appreciate your contribution, man.
Well, I hope you're doing well and your chat's doing well.
Yes, indeed, man. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate the call.
I'll see you next time.
All right. So there it is, folks. Blueberry Jay, as he used to go by. Shout out to Jay for coming out, man, and giving me a call after so long. Like I said, he was really one of those guys who was really instrumental to the beginning of the show. So I really appreciate him calling. Yeah, I mean, he was calling up when, again, we had like 30 people in here. Now we're at what, 140s, 150s? Everybody liked this video right now. But again, would call up with these very, detailed plays. Obviously, I can't bring you that kind of information because you guys would all go to sleep. Half of you guys won't watch my shit unless we did all this ADD jumping from ticker to ticker. But great information every time he calls up, man. Every time he calls up. Round of applause for him. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes, indeed. So let me go ahead. Let me see if we can, that Oscar Velez. Dove J, you said all calls should be like that one. No, because we have different various levels of skills out there. I don't want anybody to feel like they've got to sound like Jay to call up here. No, I don't care if you just started trading yesterday. If you got a great idea, I want to see it. He's been trading for a long time, and he comes from a family where, you know, they are very financially astute. They're very financially astute. Not everybody, you know, was born with that benefit. Yeah, round of applause for Blueberry J, man. I would play it, but like I don't know why the audio on it is fucking up right now. As soon as I'm trying to play it, the audio for that is fucking up. But y'all know, man. Round of applause for the guy. Round of applause for the guy. I'm actually literally pressing it right now, and it's not doing anything. He was so hot. He was so hot. Hector Muez 14. Yeah, we looked at KNSC. Why is everybody bringing up KNSC? What's up with KNSC? Add the Leon. Call me up and tell me why you're in KNSC, man. 3 hooks. You said you want your future seeds sounding like that. Yeah, absolutely. But that's going to happen anyway because of what you're doing. Because of what we're doing here today, you can't help but have children who are going to sound exactly like that when, you know, you're introduced to that realm relatively early in life. He was introduced to, you know, the markets, I no doubt believe, a lot earlier than most of you in here were. So again, I'm so grateful that he calls up and bestows upon us his knowledge. WCST WeCast Network. Nasdaq play $2.86, up 2%, 2.5% to be exact. 2.5% to be exact. Looks real good. Looks real good. Let me see here. Let me get that Oscar Velez video. Oliver Velez. I know most of you guys, some people think he's a scam, but I don't think he's that bad. I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot worse. Q-Tech, you said I make you guys all feel like stealth traders. What do you mean by that, Q-Tech? Woody Wright, WCST, looking real good, man. I mean, call us, let me know what does the long term look like, man, before we close out the show here. What does the long term look like? But that daily looks real nice, brother. Looking real nice. There's the 20-day. It's broke the 20-day here recently, last week to be exact, but these last 2 days, Friday and Monday, showing like the stock is looking to get back to winning again. WeCast Network, WCST, cable service and provider, which was interesting because, you know, a lot of cable companies, a lot of phone services are saying they're going to kill cable with their 5G service. If you don't know, they believe that for 5G, it's good night for cable companies when 5G comes out. And they got a point. You know, when 5G comes out, and let's say they start doing unlimited data period at 5G speed, you're going to have people watching Cody on your fucking phone, man. Can you imagine watching full-length movies on data? All right, full-length movies on data. If we're going to be starting to do that, because, you know, everybody watches Instagram clips and whatnot, but actually getting to a point where you can watch a full streaming movie on your phone, that's the next level. That's the next level. You know, because right now, you know, what we're doing now is premature shit. You know, 10-second clips, 30-second clips, 2-minute clips, you know, 3-4 minute YouTube or Facebook videos. You know, the next level is watching entire movies on your phone, completely streaming. And not caring how much data you're using. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Netflix, all that. You know, you have a couple services out there that do the whole like unlimited data, but they don't even do it right. I mean, for example, I know what's it called, Metro PCS, but it's like you go through a certain point and then they start lowering your shit. Yeah, but it's not true for unlimited. It's not truly unlimited. Londell Carter said you already know people that do. Yeah. That's the future, man. That's the future. Truly unlimited 5G. PGPM. Not bad. Pilgrim Pete looking good. Looking good, MC. What do you like about PGPM? Seem like we always get, one or two of these guys that come in here and they, hey, what do you think about this ticker, and then they disappear after it turns around and starts going the other way. PGPM, Pilgrim Pete, looking real good. I wouldn't jump into it though. I mean, I think you're chasing now, but hot stock, up 35%. Up 35%, hot stock though. Sure, Jay. Yeah. Yeah, Jay. I remember when you shared it the first time. I'm sure you've made a lot of edits to that rule book. Again, Jay's philosophy for trading is a little bit longer than I know many of you guys in here, but it could be a way that you guys can really start to grow your account, especially if you find yourself trading too much and you're not really doing a good job of it. I think his strategy might be one you want to look at. You might be one you might want to look at. Look at that. I just got a text from somebody that I went to high school with asking me for some money. Damn, man. I swear, man. These folks, you doing something. No, it's not like it just out of nowhere or something like that. I've helped this person out before, but you get to a point where, man, look, we're grown now, man. You're gonna have to man up, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your girl knew she was getting her food taken care of by another man. Anyway, yeah, hit that like button, man. What's my likes at right now, man? We got some people in here who just, give me some tickers, nigger. Troy. He said, Sal, did I make any trades today? Any gains? Of course, man. SORL at the top. I posted it on Twitter. SORL. I'm in at the 890s, man. Follow my Twitter at Free Stock Pick. All my trades, when I'm pretty much time to time, moment by moment. If I'm getting in something or I'm looking at something, if I'm tweeting about it, I'm in it. I'm involved in some way or some fashion. All right, just like everybody else, you tweet what you're in, what you're looking at. But SORL, I believe, in my opinion, I got the top today using my crossover method. That I'm in at the top at the 890s. I actually got in a little early. Let me take this 200 out. Let me take this VWAP out. But again, go to my Twitter. I got it on the 890s on the crossover and closed out. I actually closed out. It's so funny that Jay Bino called, because when he was talking about how it dropped under VWAP and came back, that was just individuals closing because they don't want to get squeezed tomorrow. That's why the stock ran, last 30 minutes of the day. It wasn't buying activity. It was guys closing their shorts on the fade from 11 o'clock. So they're closing out their shorts because tomorrow morning we fully expect a squeeze in the stock. It's only got 7 million shares floating out there. They're going to squeeze you if you're holding overnight. Now, some guys will hold overnight because maybe you got a large enough of an account where, you don't give a fuck if they squeeze you $1 or $2. That would piss me the fuck off. But if you've got that large of an account, or you're just terrified you might not be able to get shorts tomorrow, then you would hold into tomorrow, hoping to God that the buyers tomorrow are not as strong as they were today, because they were strong as fuck this morning. They were strong as fuck this morning, and the guys who held overnight, or over the weekend rather, and SORL, one, you got really faked out there because, you know, again, with that higher moving average, you're thinking, okay, this is game over for SORL. And then sure enough, this morning, I mean, you got squeezed the fuck out of that trade, man. That was a disaster. Mitigated disaster. You know, that's why you got to be very careful holding shorts overnight on low floats. On low floats. I'd rather not. I don't even play with it. Bank of America. What's going on with Bank of America? BAC, Bank of America. What's going on? Something going on in Bank of America? Yeah, I don't see any after hours news. I don't see any after hours news. Let's see. All right, so let's go through a few tickers before we get you guys out of here. I know some of y'all got to go to work tomorrow. BTX Biotime, Biotime. Never heard of this company. BTX 330, nice move. Well above here, the 20-day moving average. As you see, the stock moved up at 2. Looks like a lot of new volume came in here at 2 o'clock. Let me know why. I have no idea why. Nice move there at about 2 o'clock, where the stock just really got hot there. Looks like last week you had a red day, found the bottom, and so far, nice move in BTX from 290 to 330. Said you need help scanning and setting up your watch list. We have a video. What's the name of that? There's a video. I'm going to figure out how to put this up there. Maybe I got to create a torrent for it. But it talks about how to scan using FinViz. But shout out to Equity Feed. You can use Equity Feed to scanner 2 weeks free. No credit card required. All right, BPMX. Shout out to, what is it, the Black Conservative. BPMX. Again, here's another one. 20-day moving average doing good. You broke it. You broke it today towards the close, though, in the 10-minute chart. 10-minute chart is a really good chart for intraday moves without getting too many fake moves. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys trade on the 1 minute. That's fine, but I just feel like you get so many fake-ass signals. I mean, look at this shit. Look at all these fake signals you could have, you know, could have been faked out in. Like, you know, could I go short here, but, you know, spreading it out a little bit longer, you know. I mean, this is a buy. It was a buy all day. It was a buy all day. Especially for shorters, you know, if you're a shorter, you stay away from the 1 minute chart. There's nothing there for you to see. Do we have any videos about VWAP? No, we don't. I don't have any videos in particular about VWAP. But that's a really good video idea for me and Bat Scientist to talk about. In fact, you can go to, what's his guy's name for VWAP? That Bats, I forgot, goes to. No problem, man. But shout out to Africa Emporium with all those tickers. You said, is the phone line working? Yeah, the phone line's up. Let me see here. Phone line is up. Give me a call back. Maybe I'm not paying attention to it. Give me a call back. Let me see here. Yeah, give me a call back if for whatever reason you're not hearing anything. Udemy vids. Hey, Londell, just go ahead and yeah, those Udemy vids, right? Post that in the Discord room. Let me actually, in fact, the Discord room is there in the description. The 24/7 chat room. Go ahead and click that, and somebody in there should be able to give you that. Londell, if you can, send me an email, Londell, with that with the link to those vids again. I know I got them downloaded, but I don't remember because they're not listed as Udemy videos, so I wouldn't be able to find what exact videos they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Well, I use Equity Feed for my screens, and I'm using TradingView right now. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Brandon Jimerson putting up NYT, New York REIT, PUK, couple silver plays in there. What he saw from what we talked about. Those are basically our picks from today. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back on same time, same place tomorrow. Same time, same place tomorrow. Well, we'll go over these tickers. I hope you had your pen and paper out as always, and came up with some trading ideas for you to do some research on either tonight or over the next several days. That's what this show is about. We can throw out a lot of information, a lot of tickers for you to eventually do your own research on and decide to use your strategies to make money on them. That's what this show is about, trading tickers together. All right. I appreciate all the people in the chat room. I'll be on same time, same place tomorrow. Same time, same place tomorrow. Let me see here. Let me see. BPMX. Appreciate it, Aaron B. Thank you for watching. Gerardo, thank you for calling. Everybody who called up, shout out. All the people who called up. Join us in the Discord room. I know the Discord room is going to be doing their own thing after hours like they always do. Again, the link is in the description, the 24/7 chat area. That's going to start filling up pretty soon. I don't know who's going to be leading that tonight. If they are going to continue to do something. But let me give you guys the link to that. The link is right there. Go ahead and press the like button, man. Press that like button. Help your brother out, man. The more minds we can get in here, the better off for everybody. And the likes help me really, stand out on YouTube among so many of the penny stock guys out there who are just trying to take your money, family. Just trying to take your money. A lot of these guys are trying to just position themselves to eventually sell you something for, $350 or just all regurgitated information from Tim Sykes or somebody else. All right. There's no new trading philosophy under the sun. They're just stealing from this guy, and putting it all together. A lot of bullshit out there, a lot of fake ass traders out there, a lot of people who aren't real, man, and a lot of people who are creating noise for you to believe in, particularly you traders of color. They just want to exploit you because they know how bad you want to succeed, how bad you want to be able to create an opportunity for your family to thrive in this country. So they exploit, your oppression. Honestly, they really do. They really, really do. And I think sometimes as well, man, you got to be a little grain of salt too, man, on some of you brothers and sisters out there, on some of these guys, man. They're not Jesus, okay? They're not Jesus. They're not God. But some of the ways some of y'all be tweeting about these people, man, it's like, damn. Yeah, man. We be tweeting at some of these guys like they're Jesus Christ or something. God damn, nigga. Shit. You know, you made a $200, $300 gain. Oh, thank you, Tim Sykes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's up to you. I made this $300. God damn. Like, nigga, you did the trade. Congratulate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know, he got your money. He got your money. You saying thank you ain't doing nothing for him. He got the money already. That was the trade-off. Now, whatever benefits you get out of it, it came from you. Congratulate yourself. Yeah, man. It's just Hispanics and blacks. Oh my God. Thank you, Deckmark Trades. Yes, because of you, I can do this for $200. I just made $250 of profit. Thank you, sir. Oh God, man. That shit drives me so insane, man. Seeing these guys tagging a guru in their profits. Oh my God. Like, just on some real dick riding ass shit. These are grown ass men. Grown ass men dick riding, man. I never seen some shit like this. Anyway, I'll be back on tomorrow. As I said, same time, same place. Give me a call, guys. Give me a call tomorrow. The lines were pretty quiet today. I don't know if it was technical issues on my part or maybe y'all just didn't want to call in. Today is a slow ass Monday, but we had some movers today in the markets. Hopefully things will pick up. Man, sad. Rest in peace and prayers out to those people out there in England, man. We had 20 people die just going to the concert, just trying to have a good time with family and friends. And, you know, now some of them ain't coming home, man. You know, on some just bullshit. But again, man, you know, this goes back to the system of white supremacy. You know, y'all hate it when I go into that shit. But I mean, if y'all just leave these motherfucking countries alone, these motherfuckers won't come here. They won't go to England and fuck your shit up if you don't fuck they shit up. You know, create motherfuckers with nothing to lose, man. That's what happens when you create these people. You know, people who can't even live in their own countries and can't. So yeah, they end up in your country fucking your shit up. All right, let me get out of here before I turn this into a 5-hour video. When it comes to that VWAP, me and Bad Scientist have to get together because he's the VWAP man. He's the one who introduced us to VWAP. So I want to get with him and have another video. Is just that he travels a lot with his work. So when he's available, he's available. When he's not, he's not. So I'm going to get with him about that and have him back on. You know, and by the way, if you want a one-on-one, if you got a strategy that's just killing it, I'm more than happy to do one-on-ones where you just kind of come on and, you know, 30, 40 minutes, whatever, explain how you trade and how you're killing it. We're more than happy to go through that with you guys and introduce your strategy to the people out here. All right, guys. Donzel Essex, appreciate it, man. Stock God. Troy, Relative 9696, SC Trucker. Mag, 3 Hooks. Who else is in here? Michael B. Thank you, Michael B. Shout out to Michael B. Long time watcher, man. Need a Life Soon, MC, Cool Cats. All the new people, click subscribe right now if this is your first time watching. Clayvon, Adeleon, Astrid, all the people who called up earlier. Kenny Dutton. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Later. Yeah, shout out Tyson Batts. Yeah, I was on, man. I'm out the door now. Again, Londo Carter, Mag, Travi, everybody who was watching, man, I'm out of here. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow. Discord room. I know they're going to the Discord room next. So whoever's leading that, y'all go ahead and take charge. I'm sure people head over. That's the Discord link again. I'm out.